Alright everybody, so I have the leaf lard chopped into big chunks and in the roaster on 150 degrees, so the lowest temperature it really goes to. I did put about a cup and a half of water in the bottom of the roaster just to make sure nothing starts to burn while the fat starts to render. The water will simmer off as it goes. But this has to be stirred every 20 minutes to 30 minutes, so I had to make sure that I was going to be available and right here with it the entire time. For the first 30 minutes, I am going to put the lid on it all the way, just get everything nice and hot. After that, I'll set the lid sideways, so that way the water can sizzle off, and it'll just cook down the fat. So this is where we're at now. We'll check in a little bit.
Okay, so Mr. Brown's door was getting to this point, and the bottom corner was catching. So, went through, did some sanding, cleaned it up some, got it to actually do what it's supposed to. Then I went through and stained the side that I sanded so that everything's matched, or as matched as it's gonna be. But that's pretty much what I've been doing for like the last half hour, trying to get that just right without taking too much off. Okay.
Alright everybody, so I'm taking some time today to do some, in general, maintenance on things that have been forgotten. Right now I am oiling my cutting boards. I do have bamboo cutting boards, and I get this standard cutting board oil off of Amazon, and literally you just get a little bit. It's one of those push and squeeze, and it sends a little bit of oil out, and then you can just rub it in with the sponge that's attached. It makes it a really easy task. You don't have to get your hands all oily excuse me, and you don't have to waste paper towels or ruin a kitchen rag or anything like that. But my boards have been, you can tell the difference. My boards have been sadly neglected recently. They've been utilized a lot and have not been well taken care of because they've been being used so much. So they're all good and dry today, so I am taking the time to get them all well oiled.
Well, Bryn was trying to mow the grass, but it's starting to rain, and we have other problems. I'm going to go help Seth because some of the roos have decided to free range. So we got to get that taken care of. I love it because they really don't care. Alright
everyone, so checking in on our fat. It has been going for about an hour. This is the second time I've come in to stir it. You can see it's starting to change color, lighten up a little bit. You can see the fat mixing with the water. That nice oily sheen getting on there. You want to make sure you don't leave the same piece touching the bottom for too long because you don't want it to start to cook. You just want it to melt. So make sure that if you start to do this, you are checking on it every half hour or so, so that nothing starts to cook on you. But this is where we are at after about an hour. Alright, so we are about 2.5 hours into the lard cooking down. You can really see that it's starting to break down in the pot. You can see the color difference now a lot more. It's not nearly as white as it was. It's starting to clear up and break down, which is exactly what we want. So we're just going to let it keep cooking down and see where we get tonight. I may be having a very long night of getting up every half hour and giving it a stir. I'll check in with you guys later. Alright everybody, here is the last look at our lard for the night. It is rendering down beautifully. You can see how much fuller the pot is and how much smaller the pieces are. Because we do have the leaf lard, we are going to have a lot of these flaky pieces. The hope is that we can get them all out without too much trouble. But I've never done this before, so we'll see how it goes. But this is where we are going to end the video for the night. It has been a long day. We are in for another very wet day tomorrow. It has already started raining tonight. And it's not supposed to let up throughout the day tomorrow. So, we'll see what adventures we're in for. I'll catch you guys on the next video. You have a good day.